Hi Gemini, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to your March 2024 monthly tarot reading. This is where we're going to look at the astrological energies of March, see where it is that we can use these energies best for our lives. Now, this is a really big month, Gemini, as we have this last month of all of this forward momentum with the planets moving direct. Once we get to April 1st, we will start Mercury retrograding in Aries, okay? Also, we have a huge month because we are starting into eclipse season. So by the time we get into the latter part of March, we will start feeling Eight of Wands. We will start feeling some of that energy changing with the eclipses. We will have a full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Libra. So really big month as we switch energies here by the time we get into April. So really use this month, Gemini, for whatever plans that you have wanted to initiate, possibly since the beginning of the year. We do have the spring equinox once the sun moves into Aries around March 19th. This is going to be a big shift as well because we'll start a new astrological New Year. So this is a really good time to get those initiations into the ground so they can start germinating, okay? All right, Gemini, let's go week by week. I have all the dates below. You start off that first week of March with the Nine of Cups in reverse, as well as the 9 in the upright wand. So 2 nines. Then you have the 5 of Swords, second week of March, as well as the Death card. Scorpionic energy here in reverse, Major Arcana. Third week, you have the Moon, Pisces energy, Major Arcana. Lover's card. You came into your own reading here, Gemini, in the upright. Last week of the month, 3 of Swords and the 6 of Pentacles. So really interesting mixed bag of energy here, Gemini. You start off with the 2 nines, and we have that Death card, the Moon, and the Lovers. Okay, goodness, that's a lot of different energies. So let's go ahead and pull a card that represents where is it. Well, that just flew out. Let's do it better. Let's see, where is it that the energy that you came out of February and the energy you are bringing into March. Spirit, if you could send Gemini a card representing that energy. You have the Devil, which is Capricorn energy. So for some of you all, goals and being able to accomplish things during the month of February could have been on your mind. Remember, we did enter into February with all that Capricornian energy that then transitioned into Aquarius. I do think for many of you all too, this could be that Pluto energy where we were dealing with Capricorn, Pluto in Capricorn, and then it's shifting into Aquarius. If you have had big goals on your mind and possibly not feeling like you have accomplished them, this could be the month where you're initiating new goals, as well as figuring out what it is you need to leave behind that's no longer working, okay? All right, let's go ahead and pull a overarching theme card. This is going to represent extra energy messages that Spirit wants you to know for the month of March. And you have the Knight of Air. And the Knight of Air says intelligent, decisive, idealistic, and tireless. Then it says events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options, creative solutions. So for many of you all, Gemini, this is going to be a month where you have so many ideas, and Spirit wants to remind you to take your time, do your due diligence, make sure you're not just rushing into everything. I did say that during those All Planets Direct videos. I'll leave a link below to those for all 12 signs. That was a time to really take a look at, sometimes when we have so many ideas and so much momentum that we tire ourselves out. We don't read the fine print. So make sure during this month, you're really taking some time to really go over with fine detail and make sure that you are getting into what you know you are getting into. Don't just rush into something just to do it, okay? All right, Gemini, so when we look at the month as a whole, it does look like that first week of the month, you have those 2 9s. Interesting that it's like this dynamic of wishes coming true versus you being kind of tired out and worn out. So watch your energy levels that first week of March. By the time you get into the second week of the month, there is some type of power play amongst people around you. Watch how intellectual information is exchanged during that second week of the month. This could be at work, your family, your friends. Just pay attention to what happens that week, okay? Now, by the time you get into that third week of the month where you have this 2 major arcana cards, that Piscean energy and your energy, there definitely is some type of information that probably is getting hidden. This could be amongst a spouse, a partner, a business partner. There's some type of energy around your mind going on here too with all this air energy. And then by the time you end the month, when we do have that big eclipse, some type of money conversations are going to come up. So let's go week by week, Gemini, okay? And let's see what else Spirit has for you. So we start off the month with that Mars squaring Uranus in the signs of Aquarius and Taurus. Just lost my air for a minute. Aquarius in Taurus on March 9th, which is fixed tension. And then we have Mercury entering Aries on the 9th. Be aware of what conversations you're having in your head around that first week of the month, Gemini, because I do think that many of you all are kind of looking back over your shoulder thinking, okay, I had these big goals. I only got maybe, 10 of the 100 things done. I wish there was a different way for me to go about, accomplishing everything. And it does feel like you have this big goal-oriented mindset coming out of February with that Devil card. And Spirit wants to remind you that take your time, okay? You don't have to rush into anything. Remember that Knight of Air is reminding you to be diligent and not think that everything has to happen at the specific time that you're wanting it to happen. Remember, divine energy and timing is at play here, okay? So don't be too impatient, just trying to make something happen. Now, by the time you get to that second week of March, we do have that Piscean new moon on the 10th. Venus enters Pisces on the 11th. And then we do have the Sun conjunct Neptune in Pisces on the 17th. Pay attention to things looking too good to be true with that Sun conjunct Neptune in Pisces. I do think that this second week there is someone possibly pulling the wool over your eyes. Maybe you can't see all the information right now. That Death card in reverse is that Scorpionic energy. Maybe you are forgetting who you are like dealing with, meaning like they've shown a different side to them that you haven't seen before, so you're kind of wooed by what they're saying. This definitely could be in the workplace, but it could also be like your friends or someone's trying to pull something over on you. So really just pay attention to your feelings and your mindset during that second week of March. Now, I do think that Piscean energy carries over into the third week where you definitely have this Moon card and the Lovers, which is you. So there is some type of conversations going on with you and a partner around how you're feeling about things. This is the time when the Sun enters Aries. We have that spring equinox, and then we have Mars entering Pisces on the 22nd. Really be careful of power plays. I keep hearing that in my mind. So if you are feeling like there's some kind of power plays being done around, someone feeling higher than you or someone using their position against you or something like that, really pay attention. I do think that there's some conversations you're having with your loved one. It doesn't necessarily mean they're the culprit, but it feels like conversations around things that are being hidden could come up during this month. Now, lastly, Gemini, we move into that last week of March where we do have that lunar eclipse full moon in Libra on the 25th. And then on the 1st of April, we will have Mercury retrograding in Aries. Some type of money conversations are coming up around that eclipse. Try not to make any huge adjustments at that time. Just try to use the information and make a decision later on. And I'm hearing that many of you all could get like choked up or worried, or just possibly conversations don't go the way that you were thinking. But with that Six of Pentacles in the upright, some of you could have a welcomed surprise dealing with your money, your finances, that you thought it could be a conversation with your boss that you thought was going to go sour or go south quickly. And you come out of the meeting like, oh, well, that was a welcome surprise. Like maybe you were feeling like it was going to be something that you were disappointed and then it's not. But it also could be something like at first it seems like it's not a good thing. Like they could say, well, we want you to move into this position. And you're thinking, well, that sounds like a lot more work and I don't really want to do that. But then later on you realize, oh, this position is on the track that I was actually trying to move up the corporate ladder or whatnot. So be prepared for conversations to go a little in a different way than what you were expecting around that eclipse, okay? So overall, Gemini, I do think that this is an interesting month for you because I think that there's a lot of information being I was going to say tainted. I don't know if that's the word, but I feel like there's some type of information that's not going exactly the way you were envisioning. And I do think that Spirit wants to remind you to go with the flow, but still keep all of your your cards close to you, because I do think with that Five of Swords and Death card, things can go in a different direction than you were planning. So if you want to delve more into your birth chart, as well as have me do a tarot reading for you, I do have the link below and you can book a personal tarot reading with me. All right, Gemini, I hope this was helpful. Take a look at your sun, moon, and rising signs, and I hope you all have a great March.